Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Farm thinking right out here in my lab. Well, I spend a lot of time doing what I do for you. But I got a good lesson for you today. Always life lesson. This is a good one. Making daily sacrifices leads to blessed. Making daily sacrifices in life leads to a blessed life. What do you think about that? Since I'm a spiritual philosopher, I'm always spiritually philosophize. Let's go. I'm on the road. Right is a 25 rule to live by a storytelling story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to might not be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about I got a few titles down here, but I like this one. Making daily sacrifice leads to a blessed life. Let's talk about that. All right. And again, life lessons. I give it to you as I live them, as I experience them, pass it on to you. This is one I learned a little while ago. Right thinkers. When you making daily sacrifice, not every now and then, no. When you sacrifice daily for the bettering of your life, excuse me, you're bettering your life. Yes, that's right. You have to give in order to receive. God blesses what? A cheerful giver. And if you're sacrificing, you're cheerfully making gifts to somebody else and to help them. And same time, bettering yourself in his eyes. That's the concept. All right. So when you sacrifice, and I'm tired of hearing about human sacrifice. It ain't about that. It's symbolic about that. But the whole point is you giving up something that you like, something you appreciate, something you cherish, and showing that it ain't that important. Why? I'm gonna give that up for the betterment of somebody else. That's all. Every holiday, whatever, y'all supposed to give up something. I gave up crabs. Man, that wasn't easy. Why? If you know me, you know I feel about crabs. I made that sacrifice. Again, simple, this little personal stuff. But make a sacrifice worth something. To sacrifice something you don't care about, that's not a sacrifice. Come on, man, stop. But when you make the sacrifice, when you want to make someone else's happy or make the situation better, that's a good thing. That's recognized. I call it selfless service. Okay? Sacrifices daily are done. Sacrifices, daily sacrifices are done where? From the heart. Intent means nothing. Don't mean a damn thing. The action is what counts. And if that action intent is from the heart, that's a good action. That's why God knows what the sacrifices that you make. He know if it's from the heart or not. Why you think all those BSs who want you to believe they sacrifice, who want you to, think, and they really not? God sees their heart. So he know they're not. So they're not blessed for sacrifices when they really didn't sacrifice. Okay? To make a use of sacrifice, not sacrifice. See, understand that. So if you can put aside your own self desires, pleasures, whatever it is you got to do to allow someone else to feel good or be better, that's cool. Would have never done that. could care less. If it ain't about him, it ain't being done. So it's different strokes for different folks. If you don't make daily sacrifices for whoever you with in your life, you won't be blessed. Hello, there you go. I know that. Why? For I know that for a fact, for sure. Why? Good people do good things, and they get good results. Bad people don't do good things, or they do them without the right intention. Like I said, it ain't from the heart. They do it for a purpose, an underlying reason, an agenda havers. Okay, so they don't get blessed. God recognizes the heart. That's why I try to explain to y'all. Stop the BS and be honest. And He recognized that. To give up what you want, something that's valuable to you, for someone else's happiness or pleasure, God, He smiles on those people who does those things. That's why He, in return, put you in a position so you'll be the one, the recipient of a good deed being done by somebody. Like God told my man, he drowned, waiting for God to come. He said, "I sent 3 boats. God damn it! Come on, man, get a grip. Use your noodle. Come on, be smart. I want God. I want God. Okay, you got him in the afterlife. Ain't nothing you can do there, but and just be with him. But he made it. I ain't mad about that. He wasn't too smart, so he could have lived a little longer. He obviously was a good dude. He made it to heaven, so he wasn't too smart. But if you practice sacrificing, you practice making sacrifices when daily. How many people you know go through life looking to help and make sacrifices daily? Right thinkers, right livers, good people. Why? It don't hurt me to help somebody else. And if I have to give up something for somebody else, I ain't got a problem with that. That's sacrifice. That's true sacrifice. And you're doing that, that means what? You're doing the right thing. And for doing that, you will be blessed. That's the caveat to all righteous actions. All virtuous deeds is rewarded by yours truly. Okay? So when you're sacrificing, you're showing what you're the bigger or better person. Always take the high road. I'm not a taker, I'm a giver. What I got, so I can give. I ain't got to take. I got everything I need. When you reach that level in life, that's when you become what? Independent, wealthy. Wealthy. I don't need money. It ain't about money with me. I got sense, okay? Knowledge of self. Pettiness, or we call Satanian or egoistic people, okay, will never make a personal sacrifice for nobody. Quick story. My man, 1975. We just bought a brand new 1975 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, long, sleek, and I was told on prom night I get to drive the Caddy. A good father would have been there taking pictures and, doing his fatherly duties, on his son's birthday. I mean, not the birthday, but graduation day. Not that guy. Not that guy. He was doing him. I'm leaving it right there. I ain't gonna get into the personal business, but I'm still pissed about that, as you see. Never got over that. Selfish. Whenever I go to that concert, I'm gonna use him as an example. He would rather be with his side chick than to take care of his son prom night. The side chick that he was seeing lived by my school. I went by it, car was there in the morning, went to school, got out of school, went by it, car still there. Okay. Prom time, he ain't here. I left him alone ever since then. Moving on. Personal. If you know Capricorn, you got one time to betray them or mistreat them, you ain't gotta worry about it again. They won't put you in that position. I've never depended on him since. I never depended on him. Why? He showed me he's dependable. Simple. That was 17 years. That's 50 years ago. Moving on. That's why. I don't forget. I'm Capricorn. All right, moving on. But I can tell you, all right thinkers, sacrifices made daily will earn you blessings daily. Doing good things will happen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not no damn pastor. I'm not no religious fanatic or that nonsense. I'm a spiritual philosopher. I teach spiritual concepts. I philosophize about spirituality, about God, and how to get His attention by doing things that you can do to get that. Simple as that. Let me know if you ever made a sacrifice and you didn't get blessed for doing it. Can you recall one time? You shouldn't. Why? Because it's always all good deeds are rewarded, just like all bad deeds are punished. It don't go one way. God don't do the one. No, it's no, go both ways. Okay, it cut both ways. Simple as that. So again, let me know if you okay. If you done something for somebody, you got rewarded for that. You may not recognize it, but you got rewarded for it. Why? He makes sure of that. That's why all good deeds are rewarded. And just like you thought you got away with that bad deed, you saw that too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't one way. But again, this is the part I love. Daily sacrifice. It takes what? Self-discipline. You got to want to. You know you got to want to. Mike Tyson said it best. I love his philosophy about this one. In life, you got to do things that you don't like to do like you love it. So if you ain't willing to put yourself in that predicament, it won't happen for you. And what happened? You do have to what? Do it. I do. Every chance I get. Try to help somebody else make their situation better. If it don't hurt me to do that, I'm all in. See? It's when it becomes uncomfortable, becomes a little, I ain't got time for none of that. I don't do none of that. Simple. I'm cut and dry. I'm old school. I'm getting better pretty much every day. Why? Making my daily sacrifice. What? Making my daily sacrifice for who? For others? Open the door, nice gesture, something simple. It ain't got to be, you ain't got to go crazy, but just be a decent, good person. And that just vibrates. If people just vibrate on that level, when you meet them, y'all just encounter, have a good moment. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And when you're living right, you're doing good, people just seem to just, smile and wave and be cordial. That's it. And again, I will do what's right when every time I'm confronted with it from this point on. Why? I know what I'm doing will be what? Rewarded if I do the right thing. I can't do what I want, how I feel. Nope, that ain't guarantee me a blessing. If I do what's right, that guarantees my position and what? Doing the right thing. That's why. And it ain't about how you feel all the time. We get caught up in how they feel. I'm way past that. Okay? Control your emotions. That's the ego. You need to put him in check real fast. I will do. Mm, okay, excuse me. I know how to what? Make sacrifices. First of all, and the purpose is to help what? Others. And to know it's the right thing to do. If it's not going to help you, I'm not going to do it. To you, with you, or for you. But if it's a benefit there for you, I'm going to help you out. That's all. And those are things that you can just do out of the kindness of the heart. I ain't asking for nothing when I do stuff for people. They say what? God blesses but the cheerful giver, or the one who makes daily sacrifice. Same thing. That's me. What? That's what I do. And that's what I get. I'm only speaking from experience. I'm not telling you, well, maybe it's a possibility sometimes. No, I'm telling you straight facts. This is what I know. All right. Again, they say, okay, did that. If you don't make daily sacrifices, what that mean? You won't be blessed. It's really easy. That's by God. Did I make that? Don't speak for itself. I ain't got to add nothing to that one. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't getting nothing. God don't care about you doing nothing. That's least of his concern. He care when you do something. All right, he roll with you then. All right, but when you give of yourself, that's the human sacrifice that symbolically that you're killing off your desires, your urges for someone else's benefit. That's symbolical. That's what the sacrifice means. Giving some of yourself for somebody else. A lot of us won't do that. Why? They ain't built for that way. Simple. A human sacrifice, taking somebody's life, don't mean that's not what it means. That's really misunderstood, misinterpreted, and y'all still talking about, oh, he killed someone, that's a human sacrifice. Y'all belong to secret orders now. Y'all in every secret order, there's death, but it's only symbolical. We know that. So I done killed so many people. I done raised so many people from the dead as a worshipful master and a means of instruction, more than I can shake a stick at. But it's all symbolical. Jeez. A human sacrifice don't mean killing a human being. It means your human self make the sacrifice. So you're killing a human instinct that's inside you, something that's you giving up for. Not physically and literally. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. I guess since I'm a cult, I know about those symbolical and rituals. They're all symbolical, not to be taken literally. Oh yeah. Okay, how about this one? When you make a ritual sacrifice, again, it's usually they use an animal, not a human being. But it's all just symbolical. I'm not cutting no chicken head off. I'm not doing that nonsense. And I'm not partaking in that nonsense. Okay, so we ain't have none of that, no, none of that. I get symbolical rituals. I lead half the rituals. So I'm fully aware of the purpose and the reason for rituals. Some demonic, here we go, rituals will require human sacrifice. It's been documented, it's been known. Yeah, I'm not part of that group, okay? Understand that. If you choose to be where they killing people, that's a choice that I'll make real easy. No, I'm not with that. Simple as that. And how they do the babies, the DMT, scared them to death to get high. If your purpose of ritual is to get high or to make a few dollars, you think life that's more important than somebody's life? Really? We really got this thing way wrong. But it don't mean human sacrifice, aka death. That means madness, and that's not of God at all. That's man's nonsense. Know the difference between the two. If you believe taking the life of anyone gives you power, you ain't too smart. I've seen the Aztecs taking, lay the man open, cut his chest open, take his heart out and eat it. That's the most insane nonsense I've ever seen. And to believe, and they did that religiously, because that's what they was taught, that's what they believe. And can't never want to say a word, because it don't. Simple as that. It's a fact. So what you believe don't mean jack, because you turn the ritual, still don't make it no different. Sorry about that, but that's just, I get that whole ritual nonsense just go way wrong with, y'all get it wrong. All human beings who gives of the higher self, okay, a human being who gives of themselves is making what? The human sacrifice for the betterment of whatever they're trying to get done. Not taking nobody's life. You sacrifice in life for what? What's right. That's being, excuse me. But you making your sacrifice for the betterment in your life, that's being like Mr. Right. Just following protocol. And it ain't literal. It's literal when you perform it for yourself. You ain't got to need nobody else to sacrifice and make sacrifices daily. Get the concept? All right, let me take it home. When you're doing, oh, wait a minute. When you put what's right, okay. When you put what's right ahead of yourself, that makes you a right thinker. And that makes you what? Recognizing God's eyes and set you up for a blessing. You got something good coming your way. Simple as that. And when doing what's right for others, you are purifying your own heart and you're going to be rewarded for doing that. That's a win-win deal. Okay? I make daily sacrifices for all my teachings, my right thing philosophy. It's my daily sacrifice. I'm going to do this. I'm going, no, I'm not going to sacrifice my right thing philosophy. No, I'm not doing it, can't do it, won't do it. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how much I'm dedicated to what I do for you. When you make your daily sacrifice for what's right on a day to day basis in your life, that makes you The right thinking, master. That's self mastery right there. Putting when you know and put everything in priority, have your understanding about what you're doing for the right purpose and the right reason. That's self mastery. Doing it because I'm gonna get this. Nah, that ain't the real reason. Understand that. Wrapping it up, taking it home. I appreciate you tuning in, right thinkers. Again, understand it. These are life lessons that you can use. I make my daily sacrifice. Why? Tell you again, taking it home because that's my way of life, and I'm blessed for doing it. Hello, you can do it too. Earn your blessings. I'm out. Right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 minus that day. So I know that my right thinkers who know how to sacrifice daily have passed away. I'll be back. Oh, this is starting to get good.